USA, Russia, being superpowers of the world yet being trashed in wars by farmers. Russian athletes, movie lovers and professional gamers when the world bans them from everything because of their she leader. Guess I'll just go F myself. Putin introduces a new golden ruble, actual ruble. Ukrainians finding abandoned Russian military vehicles. It's free real estate. Only the good die young. Queen Elizabeth II. When Putin eventually realizes that annexing Ukraine will give him 3 new NATO neighbors, well F. US education system be like, take a debt. Ukraine once was part of Russia, we are simply taking it back, Mongolians right now. You're allowed to invade a country if it used to be yours. It's time. Ukrainian farmer showing of the Russian tanks he already collected to his buddy, 2022 colorized. Another actress ruined by alcohol. GF too busy coming to eat the crucial I made her. When you go to jail for tax evasion but then you realize you're now living off of other people's taxes for not paying taxes. Looking at Ukraine every morning be like, seeing you alive brings warm feelings to my heart. This cat is about to say something in Italian. Come on, save the world, like in the movies. Ukraine once was part of Russia, we are simply taking it back, a third of the world. Ukrainian wheat farmers, Vietnamese rice farmers, world superpowers. Cartels secretly making the Netflix documentary. Me, get bullied, mom, we should call the school, dad, you must learn to fight back, grandma. Russia, surrender, Ukraine, best I can do is F you. 2021 was the worst year ever, 2022. We shouldn't hate Russian people, they don't want this either. As a Ukrainian I have friends and family there, normal people understand that this sucks. I'm vegetarian because I'm medically allergic to meat. I'm vegetarian so that other people can have more meat. I'm vegetarian because I hate plants. Ukraine was a part of Russia. What brought you to Florida? I went to Kennedy Space Center to become an astronaut but the scientists were not very supportive. They just said things like you're not qualified and why are you not? And I can't catch him, he's covered in baby oil. Ukraine once was part of Russia, we are simply taking it back. Mongolia Empire, Ottoman Empire, Great Britain, Spain, Portugal. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Putin when he realizes that he won't win this war, oh look a button. Ukraine once was part of Russia, we are simply taking it back, Alaska. Russian soldiers, Ukrainian civilians. Me scrolling at memes for one last time before I go to federal prison for the next 2.5 years. When you order same day delivery at 11:59 p.m. $1 million bounty on Putin offered by Russian businessman. Russian assassins knowing they'll finally be able to afford a bag of chips by Putin. Working out makes you fat phobic. Being fat makes you fit phobic. What if Bob Ross was a serial and his paintings are of locations where he hid bodies? Welcome to college, where everyone is smarter than you except the 3 people in your group project, me. I hate when boys use these lies. I only look at you. I don't talk to other girls. I will not invade Ukraine. Racism against whites is less evil than racism against blacks. That's another way of saying that whites are less valuable than blacks. Get ready, assassin. We have a job to do. $1 million bounty on Putin offered by Russian businessman. Watch closely as grandpa topples an empire by changing a 1 to a 0. Sometimes young boys on Facebook send me threats. Those young boys. Sometimes young boys on Facebook send me threats, so I have started telling their mothers. Ukraine says its pilots are in Poland picking up donated MiG-29 fighter jets. Poland isn't commenting. Poland watching Ukrainian pilots taking their jets. Women get to smell like real things, vanilla lavender, but men have to smell like concepts. What the F is cool sport rush? Russia, we are taking over Ukraine. Requesting peace between Russia and Ukraine. Everyone. He's out of line but he's right. Ukrainian farmers when they see an abandoned tank. Western experts baffled by Russian Air Force's low profile in Ukraine. No air superiority. My dog when I call him a stupid little piece of shit but in a nice voice. Invade Ukraine for some reason, make minor advancements into the country, completely wreck the Russian economy and make the ruble essentially worthless. Russian generals that have to tell Putin a Ukrainian farmer stole their tank with a tractor. I was just asking myself what I should do with my night liquor. Unhated video game developers annual meeting, Mojang, TT Games. Help I accidentally joined the Italian mafia. Help I accidentally built a jeep. Help I accidentally summoned a lemon. Oh god I have done it again. Sniper during World War II. Sniper during World War III. We invade Ukraine, head straight to Kiev. They steal our tanks. They steal our tanks. I can't believe I risked my life getting snuggled into the USA so my kids could become doctors and lawyers, and ended up with this MF disappointment. The tag of my shirt is touching my neck, my brain. Germany, Western world bullying Germany for not doing enough about Russia. That's it. No more Russian fuel, 100% renewable energy by 2035. FIFA, Russia will not be allowed to play World Cup. Putin with 6k nuclear heads, who said there's going to be a world. Alan Turing, cracks Enigma code and saves millions of lives. UK government, whatever dude, you kissed a guy. Putin, Ukraine was part of Russia, we're just taking it back. Other countries that had empires not knowing they could just take the countries back. When you forget your home address so you say something offensive on Twitter and someone puts it in the comments. Thank you random citizen. Ukraine once was part of Russia, we are simply taking it back. Zelensky when he realizes that Moscow was once under Kiev's control. Germans when they realize that they get to march through Poland and fight the Russian but this time they're the good guys. Hard to swallow pills. Believing in God does not automatically make you a good person. Ukraine once was part of Russia, we are simply taking it back. Ukraine once was part of Russia, we are simply taking it back. The British realizing they can use this logic. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. No one. History Channel at 3 AM. A poor Ukrainian farmer who can't afford the parts to fix his plow but found yet another abandoned Russian tank too far from his house. Don't mind if I do. Ukraine, the world, gamers, Elden Ring. The speed of light, R34 artists, going somewhere. Putin, Ukraine was part of Russia, Norway. Russia with the second best military, really angry Ukrainians. Russia has tanks, Ukraine farmers, is for me. Ukrainian farmers upgrading their tractors. Russian media currently, the rest of the world. Nice argument senator but what's your source? Russia, my source is that I made it the F up. Russian military convoy north of Kiev stretches for 40 miles. A-10 Warthog pilots, heavy breathing. Me and my brothers after our parents calls us downstairs using our full names. Right boys, just remember they are effing insane. When you rip a 12-second fart that went through 4 octaves and even the dog needs to leave the room. I don't know why they called Courage the Cowardly Dog, like he was literally out there fighting for his life every day. I'm as happy as a clam, the clam, happy as a clam. This clam actually has clinical depression. Russians aren't even bad Putinis, change my mind. China calls Russia to negotiate with Ukraine. Germany rearms itself. Taliban urges Russia and Ukraine to solve conflict peacefully. Switzerland breaks neutrality.